Welcome to Casense.
Imagine you run a massive car company. You have to lock in billions of dollars today for factories that will open a decade from now, but you are driving into zero visibility. You have no idea where the economy is heading or what technology people will actually want in 10 years. The standard response is to hire experts, look at trends, and make one big, confident guess. If you guess right, you win. If the world zigs while you zagged, your entire company could collapse. That is the crystal ball fallacy. To survive that kind of deep uncertainty, we use a framework called scenario planning, specifically the 2x2 method. We aren't going to predict the future. We are going to prepare for it. This approach proved its worth at Shell Oil in the early 1970s. Instead of relying on a single forecast, Shell's planners mapped out multiple different directions the world might take, including a sudden disruption to global oil supplies. In 1973, that disruption arrived. An embargo caused the price of oil to quadruple practically overnight. Normal commerce hit a brick wall, leaving drivers lining up at stations with strict limits on gas sales. As rival companies scrambled to figure out what to do, Shell's team already had a playbook. Their preparation allowed them to navigate the fuel shortages, economic slowdowns, and changing regulations faster than anyone else in their industry. They survived because they recognized a core truth. You protect a business from deep uncertainty by building a strategy that works no matter which version of the future actually shows up. Let's see how you can build this yourself, returning to our hypothetical carmaker, DriveCo. The first step is to scan the horizon. You write down all the big forces shaping your industry: political shifts, economic trends, social changes, and new technology. Step 2 is isolating the two critical uncertainties from that list. For DriveCo, these are the two forces that carry the biggest impact and the most doubt: the speed of electric vehicle adoption and the future price of oil. There is a strict rule here. Those two forces must be completely independent of each other. If one automatically causes the other, the framework falls apart. We plot those independent forces as intersecting lines. The horizontal axis measures EV adoption, slow to fast. The vertical measures oil price, low to high. This creates 4 blank squares. Each quadrant represents a distinct, plausible future world DriveCo might face. You went from staring at an infinite number of confusing variables to having 4 clearly defined boundaries to plan your entire business against. Step 3 requires giving each of these blank spaces an identity. You need to assign vivid names and write short stories about what life looks like in that specific quadrant, so the abstract data feels real to your team. In the top half, oil prices are high. Fast EV adoption is the electric surge. Slow EV adoption is a petrol squeeze. In the bottom half, oil is cheap. Fast EV adoption is green by choice, and slow is business as usual. Step 4 is the stress test. You take your business plan and see if it survives in all 4 worlds. You are looking for robust moves that pay off no matter what. For DriveCo, a robust move is building flexible manufacturing plants. Instead of an all-gas or all-electric factory, they design advanced assembly lines that can easily switch between both. That flexibility guarantees they can sell cars in any of the 4 scenarios. The final step is watching the signals. DriveCo tracks early indicators, like quarterly EV sales or the direction of global oil prices, to figure out which of the 4 worlds is starting to arrive, allowing them to shift production immediately. By preparing for 4 extreme variations at the exact same time, DriveCo removes the threat of being caught off guard. You apply this 2x2 framework when the stakes are high. It is built for long-range planning, testing your resilience to massive shocks and navigating deep, genuine uncertainty. You skip this framework if you are making short-term operational decisions. If the uncertainty is low, building 4 detailed worlds is just a waste of your team's time. Even experienced teams make mistakes with this tool. The most common trap is secretly deciding that one of the 4 scenarios is the most likely and betting the budget on it. That turns a preparation exercise right back into a fragile forecast. Second, teams often choose comfortable, familiar uncertainties for their axes. To get real value, you have to choose the difficult, critical forces that actually threaten your survival. Finally, Teams will do the hard work of building out the 4 vivid worlds and then just stop. They admire the grid that failed to test their actual strategy against the scenarios they just mapped. A single forecast leaves you exposed to everything you didn't think of. A mapped set of 4 futures guarantees that you have a plan ready to execute. Outsmarting an unpredictable future isn't about having perfect vision. It is about building a team with a prepared mind, one that recognizes a crisis and acts, while the competition is still trying to figure out what happened.